Welcome back. In this second part I want to clarify a few things. In part 1 I talked about the use of pessimistic clinical terms and their negative impact on people struggling with mental health difficulties. So your first contact with the traditional mental health services, while daunting enough in itself, can often result in your sense of hope taking a bit of a nosedive. The negative connotations of what's said, well, as you'd expect, they breed negativity. Now I'm loath to use the following term, but it's partly apt, so I'll go with it. The result of this negativity is somewhat of a self-fulfilling prophecy. It creates this self-fulfilling prophecy by constructing with language a picture in which there is much darkness and little light. Another term would be a vicious circle, but I hope it's clear why I chose self-fulfilling prophecy. The reason I was reluctant to use the term is that, of course, it's not entirely accurate. The mental health difficulty is very real, can be very distressing, and probably existed long before any contact with the traditional mental health services. It hasn't been created or self-fulfilled, if you like, by the negativity of the medical model's traditional approach. But it's certainly not helped by being met with pessimism and a deficit-oriented philosophy, both of which fuel the negativity and feed the part of our brain which is on alert for potential disasters. Psychology argues that this capacity to look for disasters is hardwired into some of us, and it might even be an evolutionary thing, what with us having to watch out for potential threats in prehistoric times. Regardless of the theory behind it, it certainly makes sense in the context of mental health, as we all know it's very easy to hold on to something negative, be it a traumatic experience, an insult from a friend, or criticism from someone you respect. And when we're vulnerable and presenting with mental health difficulties, both the words used and the philosophy of the person helping us, these both have an enormous impact on the course our life subsequently takes. Now, I assure you my head isn't in the sand here. I know that a simple change of language isn't going to work wonders overnight or magic a problem out of existence. But this is a long game situation, and if we can just offer a little more hope and optimism with our words and attitudes, we'll incrementally improve things, however slowly that might be, so long as it moves in the right direction. Also, it's worth noting that there have been some improvements to the traditional mental health services, and they're beginning to move in the right direction as well, although there's a long ways to go there yet. And it's probably best if we worked with them rather than criticizing them constantly, as what's called for here really is collaboration from all involved. Right, that just about wraps it up for now. I'd love to know what your reactions are to what I've just been saying about language's vital role in shaping both our mental health and our understanding of it. So comment below, or you'll find my other contact details over on davecalproject.com. Thanks for watching, and subscribe here for more of the same. Take care, slán go fóill. Oh, and a 2004 paper by Roberts and Wolfson called The Rediscovery of Recovery Open to All goes into much more detail about the stark contrast between the approach of the medical model and that of the recovery movement. Again, details below if you fancy reading it. Cheers.